Artists are already losing their jobs to AI.
But the topic of discussion is that I just lost my job. And I lost it to AI, which is very unfortunate. I think many people joke about you know, the fact that, oh, AI is going to take all our jobs and we're all going to get replaced. And especially,
I don't think people are joking about that. I think that's very serious. I think most people are smart enough to understand that, yeah, AI is gonna replace a lot of jobs that required no creativity. And the reality of the world is art, in a lot of cases nowadays, requires no creativity at all. Have you seen what happens in modern art galleries? That's just dementia, not actual real art most of the time. Almost all of the time.
within my industry, which is graphic design. Um, my job, I've been a graphic designer for the past 8 years of my life, and I've worked at this specific company
Sad.
for 6 years. You would think that being one of the longest running employees, being there 6 years, having a wage increase almost every year, and being very much valued because I was the only graphic designer left, you'd think they want to keep me on as much as possible. I mean,
Maybe you should have seen the writing on the wall that you were the last graphics designer left in your company. Also, work 6 years for a company shows absolutely no desire for getting a better career path or anything like that. And then complains about getting replaced by, well, anything, an AI or even a human in this case. What's wrong with these people who think, oh, I have worked with a company for 5 years, I deserve special treatment now? No, you don't. Why do you think you're so special that you deserve special treatment because you have worked in a company for 5 years? What's wrong with you?
I barely was allowed to take holiday because I was the only designer. So if I was off, then nobody could cover for me, and the company ended up with work stacking up.
Well, if you allowed them to not give you your holiday time, that's on you for being just bad and stupid about your decision making. Listen, no one, at the end of the day, if you work in a warehouse and they tell you that you need to move these heavy boxes and that's gonna mess up your back, maybe because they're too heavy to lift normally, they're not gonna tell you thank you for your hard service when they're firing you. They're just gonna fire you, okay? You are not doing yourself any favors by ruining or worsening your life for a company. At the end of the day, they're gonna say, thank you, get out now, we don't care that you sacrificed for us. That's just the reality of the world.
However, over the past 3 months, I'd say, I've noticed that my schedule at the company became like less and less cluttered, and it got to the point where I was getting paid for a 7 hour and 30-minute day, and some days only doing 2 hours of work, which obviously was great for me. I loved it. Got up at 9 o'clock because it was work from home as well. I'd do 2 hours of work and I'd have nothing left to do for the rest of the day. Maybe some revisions slash amends would come in at like 3 or 4 o'clock. I'd do those for 20-30 minutes, and that'd be my day. I'd essentially do between 2 and 3 hours of work and get paid for 7.5. It was great for like 3 or 4 months.
So, you getting replaced by AI is bad because you don't like it. You getting paid for a full days of work while doing absolutely nothing in actuality? That's fine though, right? Yeah, I feel that we're not applying the same level of criteria to the same thing.
And then, yeah, on Monday this week, I got told that I'm being made redundant, and I was thinking, how could this be possible? You clearly need a graphic designer. The company I work at is a marketing agency who does email and web designs for clients. And
Well, that does sound extremely easy to AI.
yeah, I was a bit confused on that one. And then I did a bit of digging, asked a few people, and it turns out basically all of the material that I've provided over the past 6 years is now being fed to AI and templated. So a design that would take me 30 minutes now takes AI 30 seconds, as it's been trained on all my templates. Essentially, I think it just literally reuses my templates, and then they can input the hex codes they want the email or the website design to be, drag and drop in the client's logo, upload the client's font, and boom, it will generate my template but using their brand assets. And I thought, it makes sense from a business point of view, but it's extremely scummy. It puts me out of a job.
Oh yeah, again, here we go. Oh, when I was getting paid for a full day but worked like an hour or two a day, that was fine. But now that I'm out of a job, now that's scummy. But no, this is the obvious bigger issue. My dude, you do not own those templates. A lot of people are probably thinking, oh my god, they took his work and now they are illegally training the AI on his work and whatnot without his consent. What his consent? They don't require his consent. Those are not his templates. Whatever he did for the company, he does not own. He has absolutely no legal rights to any of those things. You worked for a company, they told you what to make, you made it. It's not yours, it belongs to the company. And if that company wants to train their AI on it, they can train it. If they wanna hire an intern who literally just copies your work, they can do that. And you have absolutely nothing you can say about that because you do not own those works. You made them, yes, but you are not the owner of them. They have full rights to do whatever they hell desire with your templates or any of that. They can train one AI or 50 AIs. This is completely legal and not even arguable.
Immediate thought was, well, let's go to some competitor companies and see if they're looking for designers. I've looked at between 10 and 15 competitors, and every single other competitor is doing the exact same thing.
Of course they are. You're a graphics designer for fucking emails, my dude. You're the lowest of the low. You are literally at the bottom of the totem pole even when it comes to art. And that's hard to do, honestly. Okay? You're just creating like... You said that a design for you takes, what, 30 minutes to make? That is so fast. That is so fast. And if it's good enough, that means that the work you do is extremely minor. It's low effort. Of course, everyone's gonna replace you with AI. You know who's not though being replaced? The guy who's making actual real art. All of the stooges, all of the useless MacGuffins who think, 30 minutes for a job is a lot. Yeah, they're gonna get replaced. But no one of value is gonna get lost.
Of them even boasting about it on their website and going as far as simply inputting your website URL, it will extract all the assets and learn about that website and then artificially generate email and web templates for your brand. That is insane. Like, email and
insane efficiency.
Web designers are going to be completely out of jobs this year.
Good. They should have been out of jobs a long time ago. Like, the only place where these people should exist is like D2GSP, where they can make banners for children.
Like, it just removes the need for us completely. And I think the graphic design industry is where most people cracked jokes about AI taking over. AI generation can't do it. It messes up the hands, or it gets things wrong, and it clearly looks like AI.
Yeah, that was the opinion of the stupid. That is true.
Those days are past us. Like, AI
a long time ago,
incredibly fast, and I've used some of it myself to see if it actually works. And I've asked some people, like, hey, here's this drawing I did as a concept for like a video game character or a weapon or an environment, and they can't tell that it's AI anymore. It's progressed so far that I genuinely think within the next 6 to 12 months, many, like thousands, even tens of thousands of graphic designers will lose their jobs. and it's a serious problem because it's the main
You know what's gonna happen? Graphic designers are gonna come back. They're gonna be replaced by AI, but a couple of months or a year is gonna pass, and real human graphic designers are gonna be in demand again. Because the reality of AI is it doesn't generate anything new. It learns on already existing things. And well, that means that if you ask it to do something once, well, it's going to generate one thing. And then that thing it generated is in the pool of reference material potentially for other AI. Which means you have this jumbled mess of things, but because of AI, it kind of gets squashed through a filter and made homogeneous, whatever you're supposed to pronounce that word, homogeneous. Yeah, that word. And it's gonna look at some point the same. As time progresses, AI is gonna start making everything look exactly the same. Most likely, that is gonna be the reality. It's always gonna be the same style of face. It's always gonna be the same style of chair, door, everything.
main skill I have. I've been a graphic designer professionally since I was 19. I'm now
Sad.
27, about to turn 28, so almost 10 years of my life. I went to college for this. You're going to tell me that I
Sadder.
literally went to college for something that's now going to be redundant in the industry?
Imagine becoming an artist or a graphics designer or whatever, and then getting hit with the cold, dark reality that the gender studies diploma is actually more worth than whatever garbage you studied nowadays. Man, that must feel bad. I don't know what I would do if someone told me, oh yeah, your business logistics degree now is worth less than a gender studies degree. Well, I kind of don't do logistics. It's a nightmare of shit.
What am I supposed to do? Like, my fallback plan is literally a retail job, which I obviously don't want to do.
Nice.
I have minor experience in game design, but nothing that will land me a middleweight job. I'd have to get an entry level job and take a massive pay cut of probably to
Yeah.
£6,000 a year. It's an incredibly difficult position to be in. I have a house, I have a mortgage to pay, I have bills. I thought I was financially stable, so I have a couple things on finance because obviously I thought I had money coming in every month.
Bro, this is okay. This is the first mistake people make and don't understand about finance. Having money come in is different than having already money in the bank. If you have money coming in and you're just spending it on debt, debt, well, close enough. If you're spending it on debt, congratulations, you're just digging yourself a hole. If you're financially stable for 1 month and you have already bought a Bugatti, congratulations, Andrew Tate. You're not doing so hot.
And the redundancy pay I will get will cover me for maybe 3 to 4 months, and then I'll be out of money. So I have 3 to 4 months to figure out my situation, which luckily is a decent
It's stupid.
amount of time. But other people won't be so fortunate. The only reason I get a good redundancy package is because I was there for 6 years, right? Some people who have only been at a company for 1 or 2 years will not get a good redundancy package. It will be
Yeah, that stuff is based on how long you have spent in a company.
1 month's wages and they send you on your way. And that's how it works in the UK. I don't know how it works in other countries. It could be worse.
It's similar-ish. It depends on how long you have been with the company, how much of the how much of a payout you get.
Um, so, yeah, I mean, I'm not stressing too much right now because obviously I'm good for a few months. I can look for jobs, and I do know that obviously if I absolutely have to, I can land.
Oh, and by the way, the redundancy package does not mean it's a good thing to work at a single job forever. Dude, every single person can become a manager, which is a relatively high-paying position in whatever field. It's really easy to become a manager, but no one does it. Just to become a manager, you need to job hop essentially, work a year or two at one company, then move to another and get a higher position there, then move to another, and congratulations, do this for like 4 to 6 years. Unless you're an idiot, congratulations, you're probably a manager somewhere.
myself some kind of retail or warehouse or sales like entry level job, and I'll have enough money to survive. However, this like growth of AI in the industry is gonna completely destroy like my hopes and dreams of becoming a senior or like creative lead at a company, having my own juniors underneath me, apprentices, stuff like that.
How did you even dream about this stuff if you have spent 6 years in a company? Okay, you should have spent there 2 years, and then you should have to start actively looking for a position at another job of a higher caliber. That's how you do it. Why would okay, again, in business it's pretty stupid in a lot of cases to promote people who are doing at least a decent job at their current position to a higher elevated position. It's kind of stupid for a lot of reasons. Maybe they don't know how to do that. Now you need to find someone else who can do a decent job. There's so many reasons.
That is my realistic.
Now, admittedly, it does happen, but keep it's not something that actually companies want to typically do because it's kind of counterproductive for them.
Goal. Obviously, my unrealistic goal is to run my own company or do YouTube or something like that. But my realistic goal with the skill I have would be a senior slash lead design position. And it seems like that's less and less likely to happen now because of the rise of AI. So yeah, as I said, I understand it from the company's perspective. I spoke to my boss about it. I very much understand his point of view. And letting people go isn't easy, but look, if you can let go of a couple designers and you save yourself tens of thousands a year, I do understand it from a business point of view, but it just sucks that this technology exists. So yeah, that's my current situation. It's not great. The past 40 to 50 days have been terrible for me. I've lost my job. I had a secondary side business with my friend selling little plush toys. He's pulled out of that, so that business might not happen anymore either. And then my video game, which was like a third-person Halo game called Cross Planet, is also no longer in production because of disagreements and conflicts within the team. A couple staff members didn't agree with things, couldn't align and have a clear vision, so the project is ending after 3.5 years. So my whole
Wow, that sounds stupid. That sounds terribly poorly managed.
schedule as I know it has been torn from me. I have 24 hours in a day, and absolutely zero of them are allocated.
I mean, this sounds sad, and it is sad. It's not great that this happens to a person, but I'm currently not hearing exactly a lot of, oh, it's not actually my fault. I'm hearing a lot of, well, I got complacent, I didn't care, and now I'm paying the price for weakness.
To something. I'm just completely free. Some may see it as a good opportunity to change my life around and dive into something new, but that's dangerous and quite scary. My boss told me that if he thinks that I would be happiest if I freelanced or if I ran my own business. Obviously, those things are true, but like I said, I have a mortgage to pay and bills and stuff like that, and freelance is not
Shouldn't have gotten a mortgage.
sustainable for some people. You might have 2 months where you're extremely successful, and then you could have 5 where for some reason you just struggle to sell. In that situation, I would quite literally lose my house. So it's an extremely scary thing to dive into. I don't think
Again, I just look at, I hear this type of stuff, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, you got a mortgage on your house, and if you fail to pay it one time and you have nothing in your savings, why the hell did you get a mortgage? One accidental unlucky thing in life and you're absolutely deleted off the face of the planet. Why would you ever willingly put yourself in such a horrible position? Okay? If you want to get a mortgage, how about you just, not get that mortgage for, 6 months? Put that money aside that you would have to pay for the mortgage for 6 months, and then you at least have a bumper of 6 months. Why not do I hear these stories so often that the amount of financial illiteracy in the world is fucking crazy.
Any of my family would recommend trying to use my redundancy pay to keep me alive and start my own business. It's just, it's not the ideal situation. Is the last thing that I'd try and
Yeah, that sounds stupid. Typically, businesses don't really make money for the first couple of years anyway.
do. So, yeah, that's it. There's the live comp for today. That's the situation I'm in. Does leave.
Sucks to suck, my dude. Anyway, that was this guy right here. Nade almost shot. Nade straight. Kind of hilarious. It is what it is. I was replaced by AI. A follow. More info on AI taking my job. Good luck with that, my dude. Still Joker. Anyway, this is Quizzer said. Thanks for watching. Be financially literate so magically. How I don't know. Just make an account and put in 20% of your monthly pay and try to not be an idiot. Have a nice day. Bye bye.